Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I make several videos a week all about cruelty-free beauty, so if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I hope you'll please consider subscribing. Now, if you watched my video that I posted this past Monday, and if not, I'll have it linked for you below in my description box, I went through my collection and picked out 10 palettes that I want to use at least once over the summer. And one of them was the Colourpop Your Golden Eyeshadow palette. And I thought that with the size of this palette and how many color combos you can possibly create, I felt like this would be the perfect palette to do a palette bingo with. And I got this look that you're seeing right here, and the rest of the makeup that I'll be using will be listed for you below. So if you want to see how I got this look, let's go ahead and get started. So there are 30 eyeshadows in this palette. So I have my little number generator app here thing ready. So let's see if you can... 18. So 18 is this shade right here, Private Beach. 10. So 10 would be the shade Remote. 19. That would be the shade right here, Must Stay. 20. Well, that would be the shade Saunter. And the last shade, 28. So that would be the shade Basque. Okay, those are the shades I'm working with right there. Actually a really pretty color scheme. I'm afraid though that some of these more brown tones will kind of run into each other, but I'm going to do my very best. So I'm going to first start out with the shade Must Stay on a eye crease brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to start putting that in this beginning portion of my crease. That's one of those matte shades that have the glitter in it, or a little bit of sparkle. It's a really pretty shade though. And I love the sparkle. And on that same brush, I'm going in with the shade Saunter. And just tapping into that a few times, and then I'm going to put that on this outer portion of my crease. It has like a really pretty reddish undertone to it. Okay, and then I'm going in with the shade Basque, and I'm going to keep the same brush. I'm just kind of winging this at this point. I really don't know what I'm doing. And I'm kind of connecting where I put that Saunter shade. And I'm going to put this shade right in here a little bit. Don't worry, I know that looks really weird right now, but I will blend it out. But I'm just trying to get that color down first. Because I have another shade that looks a little deeper than this, but I'm not sure. It looks deeper in a swatch, but it might not be when I actually put it on my eye. Okay, and then I'm wiping off any excess on that brush and just kind of starting to blend that a little bit. And on this outer portion right here, I'll probably use like some makeup remover and kind of sharpen that up a little bit, so you don't have to worry about being too precise, just clean that up later. Okay, next I'm going in with the shade Private Beach. I'm going to try to use that same brush, but I might have to switch, but we're going to see how it goes at first. Alright, and I'm going to start applying that right here in the center of my lid. You know what, I should have saved that shade and put that on the lower lash line instead. Well, it's okay, we've already done it now, so let's just keep going. And then the last shade, which is the shade Remote. I'm going to use the same brush again. I'm trying to keep it kind of easy. Just use the same brush the whole time. This is probably one of my most favorite shades in the whole palette. Yeah, I think all the browns kind of morphed into one brown shade. I wish I had put that shade I put in the center, waited and put that on the lower lash line. But you know what, I mean, hey, sometimes they might not all work out, but I'm going to quickly do the other eye and the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be right back to the lower lash line. Okay, I'm going in with the shade Basque on a small angled brush from e.l.f., and I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. Kind of putting the most of the pigment on this outer portion, and then kind of dragging that to the beginning portion with what's left on the brush. Okay, and here are the eyes all done. And there you have my finished palette bingo look using the Colourpop Your Golden palette. I swear it looks a little fall. Like the colors really turned out like, does this not remind anybody of fall or Thanksgiving, kind of like those colors? But that's the fun part of palette bingo. You never know what exactly you're going to get. But thank you so very much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.